Welcome to the greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Full Buddy Cast.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Buddy Cast. Guests all November. This is Guest-vember, or this is no regular show Vember. No shave November. But we've got special guests. But I'm going to do my sponsors first, and then we're also going to get the Patreons out of the way too, because I'll forget that. And it's a huge like brag sesh too for me. So like all of a sudden you guys realize what you're about to be on. I'm talking to the guests right now. By the way, I recorded an episode with Joey Hollenbeck. It's an hour and a half long, and I don't know where it's gone. So I apologize to him. All right. Go down to Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington, 98022. Plug that into your Google GPS phone. And go on down there, tag yourself in there. Full Buddy Cash hashtag show Sean. Get 15% off your drinks. Then go to Bordeaux Wine Bar right around the corner. Get $2 off your flight. Do the same thing. Tag yourself in there. Put hashtag Full Buddy Cast. Get $2 off your first drink or flight. And go to Mazatlan and Enumclaw. Nowhere else. No other Mazatlans. There's a lot of Mazatlans out there. There's even one in Ocean Shores. Nope. On the way to Ocean Shores, you hang a right before it. Don't go to that one. They won't even know what you're talking about. But go to the one in Enumclaw. Say hi to Andy Cardenas, the owner. Pinch his butt cheeks. Give him a little tap on the booty. And say Full Buddy Cast. And he may definitely give you free chips and salsa and water. But he also will maybe hook you up with something else. Now, that's out of the way. Sorry, guys. You guys are excited to see who the guests are, though. I'm excited, too. Patreons, Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Luke, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Scully, Homer Robertson, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Zyduk, Such Carrie Lynn, Thomas Savage, Councilman Anthony Wright, Sage Hills Golf and RV Resort, Real Estate Tycoon, Monopoly Man, Cameron Stratton, Katri Hoban, and again, Homer Robertson signed up twice. Thank you very much for the double the money. You can go to Patreon. Type in Full Buddy Cast, one word. $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, $50 a month. There's a few out there that do the $50. The $600 one, I send you nudes daily.
All those people?
Yes,
give
all
you
those
money.
people. All give me money. Monthly.
Serious?
Monthly, yeah. It's great. It's great. It's great. I love them. I appreciate them. They're amazing people, each and every one of them.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And those are the voices of our guests today. We have David Loibl. We have Jaclynn Morgley from Enumclaw, but Loibl as well.
Husband and wife duo.
Husband and wife duo.
The two and only.
And we're talking about sex, baby. No, I'm just kidding. David's like the last thing David want to talk about.
If that's what we do here.
Full buddy sex.
You just dive right in.
Yeah, that's what I heard you do. No, I'm kidding. But are these okay? We make these jokes? You're like, are there gonna be relatives listening to this going, never mind, cancel a trip to Georgia?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
good.
think we're okay.
All right, good.
I'll just tell you to delete it after we're done.
David has the best. We're gonna plug your podcast. Is it still floating out there? Is it floating?
I don't think it's floating. I got sick of spending the $10 a month on the...
So it's gone.
It's gone.
You need to get a Patreon to pay that for you. If your Patreon paid that for you.
What about Homer Robertson?
Homer Robertson twice.
I know. Just bring him over here. Jeez.
But David, I got to say this. Jaclynn had her own podcast. It was called...
Living Room Therapy.
Living Room Therapy. David had the best intros. And I kind of want... I'm a little jealous.
You could do one for you.
Yeah, could you do one for me real quick off the cuff? Like... Could you invite us in? We knocked on the door. Can you invite us in?
He's the doorman. The doorman that kind of enters you into the living room to have the good conversations.
You don't realize how much writing went into every single intro to that episode.
I
would sit down and actually write out.
And I think that's good.
Introduction.
But
Give him a little bit of a script here.
So say nobody knows what full body cast is. No matter what, they call it full body cast and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had Jackie Galvin on like last week, and she said full body cast. After I explained to her it's called full body cast, and then like half of the episode she's like, yeah, so full body cast is what I listen to quite often on I'm like, you do not, because you just said it wrong. So I need an intro that says something to the extent of welcome to listening to the Full Buddy Cast. Full Buddy Cast is a podcast where Travis Kenny brings on all of his buddies at some point, making it a full episode or a fully full episodes.
Not full-bodied.
Not full-bodied. I've lost 15 pounds. Full Buddy Cast. Okay? Can you quickly formulate that in your head and then rapidly spit that out right now on the microphone? No pressure.
Yeah, I didn't expect any pressure walking into this.
That's good. Just do it. I'm listening. My eyes are closed. I'm listening. You got it. Just do it. It's okay. Even if you mess it up, it's fine. You got the voice that can recover. I feel like just picture yourself free throws. Everyone's watching you in the stadium right now. You're down by 2. You got to hit both to tie the game.
I think we're losing.
No, you got it. Step up there.
Can I play? Earlier he was playing piano.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I recorded a little bit.
Little good intro.
What?
And then when it's over.
It is
I just didn't
beautiful.
know.
And I just wanted, just in case you needed a little bit of inspiration. Hold on.
Yes, that's good. I like that. Now, right now, formulate as the piano trickles away.
Mm-hmm.
Pretend that you played it. You fold.
Not that one.
Welcome to the lounge.
You shut the piano. You folded your hands. The PBS Full Buddy Cast Hour. Brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, Bordeaux Wine Bar, in Enumclaw, Washington. Our guests this week,
More?
David Loibl and Jaclynn Loibl.
Glad to be here.
Greetings, friends.
Greetings, friends. Sounds like a Scientology.
All right, David, I'm not letting you off the hook. Do it. Just try it.
Do it.
Just try it.
You already are getting the
Invite us
sultry voice.
in.
Like it's so
Invite
beautiful.
us in. Do it.
I really
Frickin' do it.
blank. My mind goes blank.
Just do it. Say Full Buddy Cast.
Full Buddy Cast.
Perfect. Nailed it. You're listening to Full Buddy Cast. That's what I should do. You know those radios where radio stations, Q93, like, hey, this is Chameleonaire. Hey, this is Chingy. Hey, this is Little Wop.
Are those all on Cube 93?
You listen to Cube 93. Eric Powers of the people. Okay, well, we got him on. I was actually trying to remember when the last time we recorded. Were you in here?
You know where we were?
The living room.
No.
The living room in Sumner.
No.
Your house.
No.
Buckley.
We were we went on a long drive. Come on. Bow tie.
Bow tie.
Blackberries.
Blackberry
Bushes.
bushes.
Come on.
Did we do this?
Our hero.
Hold on.
Yeah. Are you going to shed a tear?
Well, no, because I got like 12 songs that went through my head. I'm trying to find the Rolodex of it. I went through like Achy Breaking Heart into Don't Go Breaking My Heart into And We're There.
Yeah.
Teacher.
Can't you?
You.
See?
The
Big.
boogers.
Picking.
On.
Me! Oh.
We gotta get David in here. I'm
I
like,
know, I'm sorry. I just can't contain myself.
that's right. Tim Noah. We drove all the way out to.
No, not Monroe. It was.
It's kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, somewhere
It's
out
deep.
there. The pond beyond. The compound. He took us on tour, meaning a tour of his property, and we fulfilled all fantasies of as a child.
He cried. I mean,
yes,
we touched our hero.
We did. This is very awkward, but
awkward phrasing.
Yeah, we really penetrated his heart. But yeah, we brought out the relics, and it was such a sweet time with Tim Noah.
And you invited me. I felt so honored.
I'm glad. I think I mentioned it to probably 20 different people, and they all rejected me. And I said, "Who would really want to go on this thing?"
I'm just back there with my hand up, like, pick me.
Anyone else?
Pick me.
Anyone else? No, but I think I mentioned it to a few people. Just mentioned it, like I think Tim Noah, and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay." We're like, "Who?" But you were like, "Oh my gosh!"
And Fletcher Nelson too. He freaked.
And so and then did you see or hear that we went back? Didn't record a podcast, but we helped clear out the bushes.
Did you
it was
like
Seth Loop and
yeah.
Desi B. Yeah, we drove out there and we just ripped out a bunch of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. That guy, and he still texts me. He'll still randomly send me like a Merry Christmas or a Happy Thanksgiving, or he'll send me an email.
Tim Noah will?
Tim Noah will.
That's
He's
awesome.
a great dude, man. Like, it's just like, you just live a silly life, and that's a risk. Not even a risk, but I mean, that's where you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You got the full buddy bump.
The full buddy bump.
Once more.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he's back on the map. Just kidding. But I want to take Jaclynn out there. I'm sure Evelyn would probably have a good time. He has like these family.
Yeah, he was saying he was going to do some sort of like things on a stage and have like more...
And he's been doing it.
Has he been?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's like, "Come on out," and it's like the day of, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'm not like down the street. Like that's like a 2.5 hour drive, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
Definitely want to do it." And then we've also been able to spend time. Last year, we all got to not camp, but cabin it up. That was fun. We went crazy at the arcade.
That's the only thing that comes to mind is you at the arcade.
Willy Wonka just dropping coins and cards.
You just know someone who goes to the casino frequently and like this arcade game. Those little pusher coin game.
pusher games, man. They suck me in, man.
I've always wondered who plays those games.
Yes.
And then I saw
That's
it that
me.
weekend.
Yeah, you're like, that guy plays Keno, I'm sure.
I mean, there was a point that I was scared. I didn't know if you were in $500. I didn't know how deep you were.
I was in a couple hundred. But that's what credit cards are for!
Here we're
who cares?
You like drop a coin, I'm picking it up. That's all I've played the whole day.
It was so much fun.
You stole a coin from him?
Wait, what?
Well, I mean,
what?
Just riding your coattails a bit.
That's okay. I did feel like Mr. Monopoly Man walking up with all my tickets. Like, I'll take those 12 things that are going to be in the landfill in like a month. It's fun.
I told you they brought that same arcade into Seabrook, right? And then on our walk-in, we were just going to walk around and, see. And then I saw the Willy Wonka game. I said, "Oh, remember Travis and the Willy Wonka game?" And then also the guy walking out had a card with like 6,000 credits. And we just
and tossed it to you guys.
Just tossed it
you guys
to
were
us.
sitting there, just
we got a
cardboard
little
box, just like
Evelyn got all the toys.
it was just like a we'll work for food on the side, or we'll for toys.
For toys.
Please, sir. Is that Evelyn walking up? Please, sir. Is that a card with 6,000 points on it? Please, sir.
Look sadder. Look sadder.
Our rig broke down. We were walking here. Seabrook was no, I don't know. But we've been over there. It was fun. We've I feel like we FaceTime from time to time. I want to ask Dave about that. Dave.
Yeah.
Do you ever go like there's another man FaceTiming my wife, and then you hear our stupid conversations, and then you're just like, oh, whatever.
Probably exactly how it goes.
Yeah, it crosses my mind. It crosses my mind.
And then you hear like, oh, big booty farts, and then you're like, okay, we're good.
Yep, no risk there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some sort of risk. Like, what? I don't.
That you get dumber.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't know if you should be hanging out with that Travis Kenny guy.
What ideas is she going to come up with now?
just like running in there. Dave.
We that's my TikTok. 'Cause I don't have TikTok, but people will send me like little things. Do you do TikTok?
Oh yeah.
What's your?
I don't do it.
What's your gamer tag?
I just like.
What's your handle?
Watch stuff.
What's your handle? You had to create something.
I forget.
What's yours, Dave?
I don't have it.
That's a weird. That would be a great thing to sound cool, but still have everything.
At TikTok.com.
Yeah. I don't have
it at TikTok.
What's your Instagram? I don't have it, but you seriously punch it in and it's you. I don't have it.
It's like an emo, like I'm not a part of it kind of thing.
Not for me.
Totally into it.
Mine's Big Fat Farts 27. Believe it or not, I think Big Fat
That's
Farts
you?
1 through 26 have already been taken. So that was the one that
28 is my favorite.
you're like, who's 27? But Dave is a huge board game guy.
But what about TikTok? You were saying something.
I was going to tell you that's my Big Fat Farts.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That was the whole story.
That was my whole story.
That was the punchline.
That was
God,
it.
dang it.
That's how stupid I am, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dumber.
But then,
Okay.
good segue, Boardacious. Have you listened to one of our Boardacious podcasts yet?
No. I
So-
didn't know they existed.
So me and my brother will do occasionally one a year of like the top 5 board games, and like the intro, because it's a boring podcast if you think about it. I mean, it's just talking about the board games and like top 5 recommendations for possibly what to get your kid or maybe somebody else who's into the board game life for Christmas, right? It's like
Okay.
something to kind of throw out there.
I thought you were referring to the board game Life. That's kind of a strange recommendation this day and age, but
Pop-O-Matic Trouble.
it's good.
Sorry.
Just referenced Operation today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operation.
Right.
These are spoiler. These are the top 5.
Nelson
No,
Bradley.
But Adam, my brother's got we'll rank it like 1 through 5 on the art, 1 through 5 on the gameplay, playability, or replayability and all that too. So we haven't done one for this year. Maybe we'll bring you on if you wanted to come on for that. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be fun.
But the intro is just heavy metal guitar. It's just Boardacious, and it just sounds like it's the cool. And they were like, so the top 5 recommendations. But I think it'd be fun to have you on
nice.
there.
Yeah.
My brother is a super, super board game nerd, and we're gonna go have dinner tonight, and then also
we're gonna
go
play
there and
You know, he plays every week, every Wednesday.
at that spot.
No.
No, at friends' houses.
No, they
We
have
kind of rotate.
they have D&D stuff down there too. And I don't know if you're a D&D guy at all.
We play.
We've been doing a little bit of D&D.
What? What is that?
I think we're confusing BDSM with D&D.
We do that.
Oh, wait.
We do that.
No, that's what it was.
He's actually a bar. What are you? In our D&D.
Oh.
This is a kid.
Uh-oh. Great.
Hi.
Dad,
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
where's
The Band-Aids?
Goose's ball?
I don't know. I don't know.
I looked all over the house.
I don't know. I think it may be check underneath Madden's dressers because sometimes it goes underneath the mat. You know where the pink carpets are that Madden has in her room. You know what a dresser is? The clothes drawers. Okay. We lost a lot of heat.
That was a lot of heat.
We lost a lot of heat when that door opened up.
Feels nice.
But yes, okay. So you guys, so he's a level.
He's a bard. What are you? In D&D.
Oh, that sounds right. Yeah, I think I'm a bard.
He's a bird.
I'm an eagle
He's
bard.
an eagle. I'm
Did you-
Go ahead.
Did you create that yourself?
Yes. Well, in what way?
Like, would you say, hey, like we're creating people today, and I'm going to be a bard?
Yes.
And what was you? What were you?
I'm a little man. I'm kind of like, I'm not a hobbit. What am I?
You're a halfling.
I'm a halfling. Yeah.
Can we
Mr. Stabby.
Can we role play just for like 2 minutes on this real quick?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so walk me through. I've never done it. I'm gonna create me. I'll be really fast.
Yeah, you can be the big guy. He can be Patrick's character. What's he? He's an ogre of some sort.
That's rude. I've been losing weight, but I'll.
I think it's a giant.
You could be a big
Oh,
dumb.
he's a giant.
Or a
Just a
Goliath.
giant.
A
Just
Goliath or something.
I mean, you're really strong.
Okay, so I'm a really strong. Okay, so
Yeah.
now walk us through. Right now, where are we?
Should we just? Okay, maybe we're going into the arena because we're gonna go and fight some other
Okay.
creatures.
Other creatures.
Right.
Okay.
Like a gladiator tournament.
Gladiator tournament. Okay,
Right.
perfect. And go.
Go.
Ah, ka, ka.
Did you see your volume on that?
We're speaking Dave's language now. Dave's like, I don't know if I can do I don't know if I can do like an intro. I don't know. I'm kind of put on the spot. Okay, all right, and go. Ka, ka, ka.
You need a bird noise. I got you.
Dave was like, I don't know if I can. Okay. That was great. Okay, so Travis suffered negative 20 damage in his eardrums with the bird caw.
Right.
But
so each person gets a turn.
Okay.
And we're rolling.
Have you played
dice.
before?
Dabbled.
So one of my friends, it was his wedding, or it was his bachelor party. Bar mitzvah bachelor party, and he wrote this whole thing out. He was going to be the drum lord. What's it called? Like the main master.
Oh yeah, the dungeon master.
Dungeon master, and he's giving us all of our things, right? And it's fun, but for me, I do this with AI. If you guys type in AI stuff,
I do all the time.
Dude, tell me a story about, and I'll get weird with it.
Oh my God.
And then there's this one where it was NSFW AI stuff. I'm like, hey, this girl's coming on to me. And then I halfway through, I'm like, and then the cops come in shooting everybody. And so then they're the AI's like, why are the cops here? What are we gotta go. And then I'm like, you're shot. It was bad. I mean, just not funny stuff,
right?
But fun for me. So when I'm in this freaking thing from his bachelor party, I was like, I'm gonna rob this guy. It had nothing to do with anything. I'm gonna rob this guy, and they're like, okay, you got to roll a freaking 20, and
right.
And I rolled the 20 by chance, and so they're like, okay, cool, you got this guy's ring, and now he's like, and now he's mad, and now he wants, and so I was derailing this guy's entire thing on accident. I don't know what I was doing.
Well, you can do that.
And then it was like, well, I'm gonna shove it up my butt.
Oh.
And they're like, and to hide it because I'm gonna get frisked by the the guards here. And so then they're like, okay, 15 to 20. It's successful that you get to shove this ring up your butt. And I rolled it and I got a 16. So
Fart
then
master.
And we're at this point, it's so derailed that we're laughing. We're just having a great time. Obviously, we're drinking. And halfway through, we realize it's Shrek. He completely he wrote out everything. It was Shrek.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
and
neat.
so and halfway through, we're like, wait, are we doing Shrek? And he's like, and he thought he was laughing because I was waiting for how long we were gonna go for you guys to figure out this is the plot to Shrek.
And which character were you? Stealing a ring and shoving it up your butt?
I think I was the Pinocchio character. I have no clue. Even then, I don't know. But I mean, it was because it was a wedding, and he was he was the ogre and she was Princess Fiona.
Aww.
And anyway, it was supposed to be this nice romantic thing, and I'm over here stealing rings and shoving it up my booty. But anyway, okay, nice. We're in the arena. The bird just.
But you just dropped the whole chat AI thing.
Yeah.
That was that. I don't know. Do we
have
keep
you
talking
done?
about?
Have you done that before?
I mean, I not like how you do it.
Oh yeah. I found out that they have it, and I'm like, dude.
What's the is it just to entertain yourself?
Oh yeah, it's everything. No, I'm not getting greedy with it.
Yeah,
but I am thinking. I think it's. I've always had this weird thought where, and I'm sure you've maybe run across people with imaginations that are just they run wild. I remember being at church and just as a kid, just wouldn't it be so crazy if someone just form tackled him during his sermon and then just got up and then went and sat back down, and then would he just get up and just go back to teaching? That'd be so crazy. So I mean, as a teacher, or not as a teacher, when I'd be in class, I would fantasize about freaking just the weirdest, craziest stuff. And so then AI comes, but I didn't want to have anything that was going to be I'm sorry, this is not what we I want freaking plot twists. I want people getting naked. I want people getting shot. I want a Quentin Tarantino movie where I'm just throwing it out there. And yeah, I pay $9.99 a month for it, but it definitely could get weird if I wanted it to. It's definitely nothing. But yeah, sometimes I'd be I got 25 minutes to kill. Let's create something absolutely
fun.
Wild.
Yeah.
Just
a solo adventure.
A solo adventure, and you got this other thing talking to you, and so then it's it's so crazy that a computer is computing this. And I'm thinking, well, maybe there's someone on the other end. You're like, this guy is weird.
But I can go there too.
But I go there too. There was a funny part. I thought of you actually about this because as I was getting wild with it, it took a time out, and it was like, by the way, this AI bot was created by Dr. So-and-so at the Newark therapy. And then I'm like, oh, who created this?
Oh, did you look
So
them up?
I'm Googling, and they made that up. They made it up. But then I'm like,
What?
Oh, dude, I asked this thing everything. I'm like, what's the secret of life? Like, are aliens real? Like, I'm everything. And then I'm like, who created you? Who made you? And then, a bunch of religious leaders, psychiatrists, therapists, and universities. And I'm like, who really did?
But what about the programmers who made it?
Well, that's who he said who programmed them. So like, I don't know. Like it's never. They will say this quite a bit. This is bad. What I'm about to say. But they're like, make sure there's consent involved. And I'm telling you about anything where I'm like, all right, we're going to go to the grocery store. We're going to go buy. And they're like, make sure that they're okay with you going to the grocery store. And I'm like, who is writing this? Anyway.
Was this ChatGPT or something else?
It's AI. It's beta NSFW AI chat or something like that.
And you really pay $9.99.
I pay $9.99. Yeah. PayPal.
Yeah.
I don't trust nothing else. I don't put my credit card in some this is probably like some European site that they've stole all my information anyways. But anyway, this is about me. But okay.
Anyway, we're going to the arena.
Let's go. We're in the arena.
Okay. So one thing, because you're a giant, I'm kind of small. So I'm good at kind of sneaking behind things. But what I've been doing is I've been jumping up on your shoulders.
Okay.
So that's part of my action is I'll get up there and then I'll do if I'm within a certain amount of feet from the villain, whomever
Wait, what does the villain look like?
It depends. Like what give us an example of one. Dave.
Little goblins.
Do they have magic? Is this turning like an Elder Rings?
There's all of that. We
there's
fought
magic.
a magic guy. What did he had some sort of power in the arena. I forget.
And how does he create it? Or you guys FaceTime some rando person?
The dungeon master's putting all this together, just like the Shrek thing. We're just kind of along for the ride, so we're interacting with the characters and the scene, and with each other.
Yeah, and the dungeon master controls everything else.
Yeah, you would love it.
But you would hate me. I would be like, she's on my shoulders, and then I decide this is a great weapon, and I ball her up and throw her, and I would do that.
Yeah, but I would just die probably.
That's what I'm saying.
You've got no friend. I'm your friend.
No, I know, but I would still do that. And then I'd be like, hey, thanks for inviting me. I'm out.
You're
chaotic.
Then I'd have
to
I am the chaos. I would probably much more enjoy being the dungeon master with creating a little bit of chaos because it'd be fun to be creative.
For sure.
But also letting you guys,
But it'd be fun. I mean,
you could use your AI to write all the background stories.
You know what we're going to do? One of these days, we're going to AI this together. No. And we're going to ask these questions, and we're going to say, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
On a podcast session?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to spice it up with Jamie a little bit with it. I was like, hey, let's and she felt like it was 3, and I'm like, this is incredible. Not the sexual part of it, but the and she's like, this is a computer just saying random stuff to us. I get my calculator out and just type boobs in and get the same thing. but anyway, all right.
Dave actually used AI to write for his character in D&D. He had it write him a song. So when we did have a victory against a big bad guy, he started to do this whole song, and he got some extra inspiration points, which came in useful later on.
Yeah, I would sing about our players' victories over their enemies.
Did you really sing?
Kind of, yeah.
I half-assed a little bit of a song.
But you still sang it.
Yeah.
And you're over here like, I can't do an intro. I don't know what I'm doing. You're over here
it
like,
wasn't improvised.
Hark the lark, we killed the freaking aardvark that attacked our town.
He did exactly that.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
I wanted to break out the ukulele, but I didn't know it well enough. So
Dave is the Pied Piper, just kicking around the living room. I love it. I'm in.
It's fun.
You would hate me. You would hate me so much. I'd be like,
well, you know what?
I'm switching
Actually,
teams.
I think they kind of hated me because there's like a princess who was watching the whole arena fight, and I like took off and I wanted to get to her.
Dude, yes.
I just wanted her so bad. And they were like, but you know, there's guards all around. And so I basically got handcuffed and taken into like, and so I was kind of in this purgatory with the game because I couldn't even play anymore because what do? Like, you're just stuck.
Stuck in jail.
But
like real life.
And then, but do you get your turn? Can you be like, okay, you got to roll 20 to get out? Like,
I
is he
think
doing
I did
that?
because I have like some, you know, I'm a little stealthy guy. So I
Yeah.
think I like either talked them out of it and like rolled to get out. But
Dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm so freaking in on this thing.
it's so fun. Like the little side trips we went down. I mean, we had a whole time around pickles one day. I mean, I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
But it was like this whole like ongoing. It's like an inside joke, but just it's not an inside joke if you don't remember it.
I know. I don't remember that at all.
So are you guys you know, having a little drinks with this, or is it anything to where you guys are just? Is it just
Dave
all
doesn't
free,
drink.
free
Our other
form?
friend doesn't drink. Is that what you mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of just eating a lot of guacamole.
So,
Totally
but
sober.
But you let that guacamole sit out like an hour just to kind of get a little bit of
Extra fresh.
yeah. And then you're like, sorry guys, this guacamole's taking over. Let's attack this thing right now. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm in.
That's D&D. Board games
Well, okay, so let's talk. You guys have been married for how long?
since 2019.
So you guys got married and then hit the freaking pandemic together?
420.
That's right.
You wasn't even a full year. Things were
that
shut
right?
down
Yeah.
on your 1 year anniversary.
Yep.
That's incredible. So talk about, hey, hopefully we made the right decision to get together.
Yeah.
Now we're together nonstop.
We were living together at the time too already.
Prior.
Yeah.
And so how long you guys were together prior to getting married?
End of 2017, which
Couple of years.
Dave's very good at keeping all of our anniversary dates on his calendar. So he reminds me of, this is the day that I proposed and this is our first date. And
Does he
so-
get a little like, do you even remember today's date? Does he ever like pull that over, like hold over your head? Like sarcastically, but like.
I wouldn't remember anything without it.
his calendar. So
I probably go overboard
Oh.
adding reminders to my calendar.
This.
and so you're okay if I don't remember those things. Like,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
just
I
sharing
don't
information with
care.
me. Like, it's-
Next year, November 6th is like a year ago. We were on Travis' podcast talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
put it on.
First anniversary of our podcast.
He lights a candle.
Let's break out the AI chat.
That's how we celebrate.
Oh man, that's a highlight for me. I've done this for like 7.5 years, and I don't think I've ever had
Just someone burst forth with
just
such
an
life.
absolute like. Yeah, you know, I could probably do that intro at some point. I gotta write it down, though. I gotta be careful of this. I'm gonna make sure that nothing comes out of this mouth that it doesn't want
so
it to.
nervous.
Put it in the promo.
That was so good. Yes. All right, so let's talk about you guys being married. You guys been married since 2019.
420.
420, 2009. And then did you guys just choose 420 for funsies, or was
I
it
don't
just,
even know how we chose that.
We were in Hawaii anyway,
Oh,
and so that was the day.
Like, out of the days, I think,
wait,
because
did you know you were gonna get married, or was it like, hey, let's get married while we're on Hawaii? Might as well.
we knew we were getting married
Oh, okay.
We knew we were getting married, and we knew we were going to be in Hawaii with my family.
on vacation.
Ah,
So we
okay.
decided to, like, kind of turn the vacation into,
A
let's just
whole
get
thing.
married.
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't have to pay for our,
Yeah.
let's just use it. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Did you guys go bare feet on the beach for the wedding?
Yep.
Nice.
My family flew in too, which was cool. So, like, both of our families were there and my best friend and,
Did you guys do any like reception when you guys got back here? Cool.
yeah, the men's club.
Cool. Thanks for the invite on that.
I know. I just saw your look at us. Shit.
I'll appreciate that one. I didn't invite you to mine. Doesn't matter. I had 2. I didn't invite you to either of them.
Maybe we'll invite you to the next one.
Maybe. Okay, that'd be cool.
You and I kind of go like this. It's like
we
that
do.
in
Ebb
and out
flow.
thing.
Yeah.
I think we've stayed pretty consistent.
I will say...
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
I will say that I've really enjoyed where it's at now.
It's
been, the past like year and a half, 2 years.
Just pick it up.
All those video calls.
And I remember seeing one time Dave, and he had his glasses on looking at the cell phone bill. And he's like, you seem to be FaceTiming on Facebook this number quite often. Who's Big Fat Farts 27?
I thought all these calls were free. How are you making them charged?
There's a lot of roaming. But anyway, yeah. So I like where we're at. Like it's good. We're back, and it's in a good spot because before
I think it's just like
it was so erratic. Like it was like I'd see it, and then I wouldn't see it for like 2 years, and then you'd see it felt like it was just like,
and we have to like catch up. And I mean, we both had been through like a lot of stuff, and so it was almost like war wounds we're sharing with each other.
And I'm addicted to like talking to you about like random stuff, and which is one of my favorite stories at being. I told this the other day at Butch's. I went to I remember Butch Holman and Donald Jute and a few others, and we were playing poker. And I was like, yeah. They're like, Travis, you went with us to the poker room at the Muck a couple times, right? And I'm like, yeah, I did that. And I said, one of my favorite stories is when Jaclynn, when I went, but Jaclynn was like, you don't know me, I don't know you. We're gonna sit at the same table. If you see me bet, get out of the hand. If I see you bet, I'll get out of the hand. Like we're gonna do like these like wanks here and there, like try to like, and then like 2 hands in, I'm like, so Jaclynn, like it's been such a long time, like. I completely blew our cover, and they wanted us off that table as soon as they realized that we were homies. But it was pretty funny how stupid I am, and I just like have to ask you questions. Yeah.
It's just so curious.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you for a while. How's life?
You could just have had a podcast,
That's what I should have done. I should have a poker podcast where I lose my Patreon money to people.
That'd be so funny. That's
for
like
all of your guests.
What's his face? Daniel Tosh. Was it Daniel Tosh? He took all this money that was like donated to him. I don't know if it was like $500,000 that he just went and bet it all on like red.
He lost it all.
He lost it all, and he like pushed it all in. He like came in with those little suits, all fancy, and it was like they expected him to like donate this money, and he like went to. I mean, that guy was kind of
he's a little
dick,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of like that.
Yeah. Oh, but I was gonna say this about you guys being married. So, what are your guys' common interests that attracted you guys together and that you guys keep going? I'm going to give an example real quick. Like Jamie and I are very competitive. Like we like playing cribbage. We like playing Monopoly Deal. A great card game if you guys played it yet. But we like to go golf together. And so we'll rib each other a little bit, but we're not like super competitive. We're like, you freaking suck. I mean, I did throw the cribbage board once, but only because she won like 6 times in a row and I couldn't handle it anymore. Not at her, just in general. I just pushed it away and it fell off the table. But anyway, I digress. So we can have fun. We actually DoorDash together where we drive and we deliver. And that's how we earn extra money for like our Vegas trips and stuff like that. So we have some common interests in football. What are your guys' common interests?
Music. We when we first started dating, he would go to a lot of concerts, like smaller. Am I being loud? Like at the Neptune or places in Seattle. I was living close to the airport at that time, and he was in Fremont, so I got invited to a lot of different concerts that he had bought tickets previous to. He'd always buy like 2 tickets to all of these different concerts, and I think one week, it was probably a month into dating, we went to 3 concerts in 1 week, and I was just like, I can't do that, but it was fun.
That's when she started turning me down when I'd invite her.
That's too much.
He introduced me to a lot of new music. Like that was really.
Well, I know you guys have a great record collection at the Ocean Shore spot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that both of your guys's, or is it mostly Dave's? Or
I think I had 3 records before we started that collection. So.
I didn't have any, but I got a bunch from my stepmom. It's like something we've done together.
Yeah.
So who's your guys' top 3 artists that you guys like to listen together that reminds you of your relationship, or perhaps something you guys started listening together or something like that?
Well, I thought you were going to ask our favorite vinyl. I was like, it's Men at Work, but
Okay. Well, I mean, was Men at Work that you guys both listened to? And
no, it was one of the albums, but
like, was there an artist that you guys discovered together through this journey of being married?
probably.
Yeah, there's probably one somewhere.
That's a good question.
Okay, all right. No worries about
That's a good question.
Okay, so what else besides music? Oh, wait, you played him playing the piano.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sing? Do you get the Quaker Oats oat and play the drums, Jaclynn? Like when you guys do music together?
We do not.
I started learning a song that you would sing.
Oh.
Was that Journey?
Yeah.
The sole purpose was for you to sing along, and you have a couple of times.
But
I haven't.
And that was on January 5th,
I was gonna say, it's been a while.
2020.
Yeah.
No, what else do we have? What else do we do, Dave? We read books together.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so do you guys do like
We're reading Dracula currently.
together?
Yeah.
Like it's not like I read it first and you read it, but you guys kind of do a book club thing together with it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys read out loud to each other. Like you guys. Oh, okay.
Dracula, we are. It's actually a pretty cool thing that's going on right now, where Dracula is a serial book of different people's diaries, basically happening on different dates, and this guy is emailing out the portion of the book to everybody that happened on that date.
Oh wow.
We started in February. Was that right?
I think it starts in May.
Okay, May.
And it actually ended, I think we got the last email today.
And we've got like 2 or 3 to read.
But we're a couple behind.
Nice.
So yeah, we've been reading that together.
Have you played the Dracula board game yet?
What?
No.
So there's a Dracula Hunter board game based off of the original Dracula book. Has a map of the whole Transylvania or whatever, and so you can either play as Dracula or you can play as the hunters. But either way, Dracula is always moving around. And he's vanishing, and he can vanish in some areas, and he can come out in other areas. It's like a turn-based game to where you have to get him within like 40 moves, and if you don't, then
yeah, that's kind of like what's going on in
that sounds neat.
Yeah, that's like what goes on in the book. He's got a lot of skills. I mean, he's Dracula.
Skill set, huge skill set.
Huge skill set. I mean, he can turn into.
He's
a cat.
actually right here too. No, but has it? Okay, so that's pretty fun. And
that's fun.
And do you guys do like the Wordle or Octordle or any sort of like crosswords together or anything where you?
We like budgeting. We love to budget.
How many Excel spreadsheets do you guys have?
We've got when we use Mint. I
have a spreadsheet to track my spreadsheets.
That's how I am. I love Excel. I used to push away from it, and then all of a sudden I started budgeting, but more like I like planning vacations. I'm the worst person to go on. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I'm probably the worst person for me because I put it together. Like I'm like, okay, at 10 a.m. we're gonna be here, and at 11:30 we'll be here, and Jamie's like, let's just free flow. Does everything have to be so like?
Can you incorporate free flow into
I
the?
do.
Yeah,
I do.
into
I
the
do.
Spreadsheet.
Well, we just went to Vegas. Here's a Vegas story for you. So we went to Vegas, and a couple years back, we made friends with a dealer that was playing at the D. She was a blackjack dealer, and we had a great time. We were winning a lot of money, and we were tipping her a lot, and because we were winning. And as we were winning and tipping her, she didn't want to break the shoe up. She didn't break up the vibe of the table. So when people were sitting down to play, she's like, "Oh no, it's wet. Someone just spilled a drink over there. It'll be ready in like 25 minutes. Come back in 25 minutes." And she just kept out, just me and Jamie and her playing until like 2 a.m. She was off at 2. She invited us to the dealer bar that they have, and then we just had drinks with a bunch of the dealers at the dealer bar, and then we went home. Become friends on Facebook. And then like this past, like she hit me up for what? Oh, she heard the Enumclaw horse story. Of course, it's back on Reddit. It's back on all, like it's being refound again. And so she hits, hey, I never heard this story before. A comedian was talking about it over here. And then it was like, oh, when are you guys coming back? I'm like, actually, we're going in like a month. And she works at the Sahara now. I don't know, so I'm giving a lot of detail, but there's a payoff for this, okay? So we went. No, I'm kidding.
Awesome.
So
no. That wraps it up.
No. So we needed to save our money. Jamie and I have been playing a ton of Monopoly Deal. Now, Monopoly Deal is a card game that has Monopoly properties, and if you get 3 property sets, you win the game. And it's a turn-based game, draw 2 cards, and whatever. There's other stuff going on. So we will incorporate bets. Like, okay, if whoever wins this game gets to choose what dinner we're going to eat at for the first night, and who's going to gamble first and do all that. So we needed to keep our money. We needed to keep within our Excel spreadsheet budget and we knew that she worked at like 8 o'clock at the Sahara, 8 p.m. And we were up at like 9, and we're like, we got a full day of just hitting the strip. So what we did is we were on the Palazzo Venetian side, and a lot of the, MGM properties and Sands properties and whatever properties, Caesars properties, what we did was we gave each of them a value, $30, $40, or $50, and we would gamble that value. If we won that value, we would pocket it, and we owned that property, and we'd walk to the next property and then gamble. You guys following me a little bit? But if we didn't win it, we didn't get that property, and we just moved on to the next property. So it kept our budget tight. If we won, we weren't putting it back in. We went on to the next property, and so by the end of the whole thing, we actually had made money because we didn't lose so much of it. We had a few properties, and we went to the Sahara, and we lost it all on the table that she was playing at, because I realize now, looking back on it.
Was she playing or dealing?
She was dealing, sorry. Yeah. Those Vegas table games are not cheap. Like, you go to a couple casinos around here, and there might be like a $20. Those are like, every hand is like $50 to $75. And it's like...
And you were doing that?
Yeah. Because we're like, oh, we're going to see our friend. We're going
to... You had to play at her table.
Can you imagine that? Oh, we're just going to see our friend. There's $75. And
I like
over and over
again.
I like that you're in Vegas gambling, and you have to add a layer of gambling on top of your gambling to keep it interesting.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. But at the end of it, we went home, and I just go, dude, we're never doing it. I love her. She's great. So I sent her a message. I said, next time we're in town, I'm just going to Venmo you like $200, and we'll go out to drinks. And we would have saved so much money.
I always hated having friends on my table when I was dealing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because of that. Because it's like, I want them to win, but you feel obligated to tip.
And yes, you feel obligated to tip.
Yep.
And then you also know that the house has the odds. So yeah, they may win a couple times.
Right.
But there's going to be a few times as well where
their money's going.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're getting up there, slamming their freaking out of here. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And they're mad at you.
It's hard to have a friendship like that.
Yeah. So I wasn't mad at her, but I was just like, I'm just going to pay her money.
The situation, right.
Yeah. Just send her money and be like, we're cool. Let's just never do that again.
Right.
Let's never speak about that again. So.
Did you hear about the MGM takedown? Yeah. Okay.
That was me.
No. Gosh,
the truth comes
you're
out.
rich.
And this is a sting operation.
What? It wasn't me. I was just joking.
Get your bag. Just running after you.
No, that was cool. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
And now the F-150 or the Ford F-150. No, the F1, the Formula One that's happening. Did you hear about this?
Mm-mm.
So Vegas, they've been planning it for a year. They're shutting down the street. F1's coming to town, and so they're going all the way around in November, like in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right? So it's going to look like a video game, the way, those video games where you could be driving in like street racing. So Vegas is having an F1, a Formula One, race there. It's going to be bonkers, and all the hospitality workers are striking right
really
now.
My gosh.
They voted a strike like a month ago, and thinking they would, and the casinos haven't budged, and now it's
why do they want to strike?
Because it's a perfect time to kind of put them in a corner if they want more wages. I guess they hadn't had like a wage bump and a couple other things in so many years, and they're like, these are our demands. They hit it like in April, like these are our demands, and they're like, we ain't doing it.
Which casinos are
pretty. There was a few casinos that. So this is what I learned when I was there. Venetian and Palazzo, they're non-unionized, but Caesars and MGM and all those others are, and those are the ones that are striking. And so it's gonna be interesting to see if they strike a deal.
Are they closed down?
They're supposed to. Well, no, they're still going, but I mean, I guess people are crossing the lines. I don't know. I don't know if they're threatening. Maybe they're still threatening. Maybe that threatening.
We're in the negotiation stuff.
When did you say the race was?
Like November 16th or 17th,
it's coming
or
up.
Like that. Yeah. Why you guys want to go?
Have you been to Vegas? You've been. Yeah, you've been.
I was going to surprise you with tickets
Aww.
to F1. I know how much you
Yeah,
love
we really
it.
like F1. What, Formula One? What is?
But I heard about that the whole like hospitality worker strike thing, so I backed out. I didn't want it to
ruin our time.
Yeah. But, So what do you guys do for fun? Are you guys? Well, here's the thing. Can I guess a little bit?
I'd love to hear this.
Okay. So if you guys don't know what Dave looks like he just walked off a Patagonian. What's the
the sportswear place?
Yeah, like an outdoors sports athlete. So do you go outside a lot? You guys go on a lot of walks, a lot of hikes? You guys camp out in the woods often or no?
I think I just committed to the Seattle vibe when I moved here a little too much.
Okay.
And so I do give off that look.
But no.
But no, not at all. No little bit of like, hey, it's a little fall, winter. Let's go for.
We went on a hike
weather
somewhere.
I saw that
ago.
the snow was coming and the Chinook Pass would probably be closing down. So we got up to the top of right at Natchez there.
Yeah.
It was a Natchez loop trail. It was beautiful. It was incredible. He'll go.
So he'll go.
He'll go.
You enjoy it. The scenery, the smell.
I enjoy a fair weather hike.
Okay.
What's that mean?
It's sunny, warm, if possible. Walking as level as possible. Just kind of going out for a little hike. Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought you were going to be a little bit different than that, and that's okay. The algorithm right now, my Facebook Reels, is all about people surviving in like Alaska, and it's like quick little videos like, yeah, so I've got about a few more hours till dusk, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up some logs here. I've got a nice little, and so like they're doing all that, and I'm like, so I watched one, and now my algorithm is like always, it's that and like freaking Mr. Handpay and like Binky loves slots. So it's like I'm watching like massive wins and then also people that are like trying to survive outside in like the Alaska weather.
Like cushiest.
Oh, yes. And so and I'm in my head, I'm like, dude, I could do that. I think I could do that. I think I could totally do that. That'd be so much fun. Start a fire, like be freezing. Like how simple that life would be. And then like Saturday hit where we just had so much rain, and I just kept on like I had to go to like the grocery store, and I kept on looking, and I'm like, it's gonna let up here probably pretty soon. I could probably wait around like another 15 minutes, and it just was not letting up. And so then I'm like walking out in the pouring down rain, just like this friggin' sucks. And I'm like, and then it kind of as I'm driving in I'm just like I would not survive at all. I'd be the first person to get eaten by a bear. I'd just bring all this fish food back to my camp with me. I'm like, I caught a fish! And just all over my body. And then in the middle of the night, just get attacked by 3 bears just smelling the fish all over me. I learned that. Don't do that. You don't bring what you eat back to the camp. You eat someplace else.
And you tie it up into a tree or something,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Away from you.
We had to do that walking around the Wonderland Trail around Mount Rainier. You had to like at night heave your food bags up into they had like these posts where you would. No, he didn't come. Dave didn't come.
This was before me.
That was pre-Dave.
But still, you had to...
But you had like this long pole, and then you would put it on the end of it like a little like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Hook, and you'd have to thrust it up top.
A bindle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you stayed the night out there?
Mm-hmm.
See, I couldn't do that.
There was a bear. There's bear out there.
Did you have any sort of like knife or gun or anything just in case?
Nothing.
And they're like, oh, I don't know. This guy went for a hike and then he went missing for 20. We haven't seen him since. Yeah, because a freaking animal got that guy.
No.
Not me. Can't catch me out there. I'm back to winning slots. That's my brain. I'm like, I gotta watch more of these.
Gamble on gamble.
Oh man. Are you a gambler, Dave?
I've played blackjack.
Are you a calculated gambler? Like you don't just sit down for the random explosions of bonuses. You're more into the.
No, I enjoy the journey.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
But you're very calculated. Like you have.
Yeah, I would go to Vegas for work quite often, and I would sit at the $5 blackjack table and just sit there all evening and win a couple hundred or lose a little bit, and then
go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think I'm getting back into blackjack.
I enjoy blackjack.
Let's play some tonight. Want to go?
Mux?
Let's do it. Well, we're at the hour mark, almost. I'd like to give shout outs. We have shout outs or shit outs at the end of these episodes. You can think of what you want. Shout out typically to be like someone that you want to give a shout out to that you really love. It could be a family member. It could be some, maybe journey.
Right.
Maybe learning the piano, singing along. Or a shit out. Maybe it was somebody that cut you off at work, in traffic today. Or maybe someone who's a jerk to you. Or maybe not even have to be anything. It could just be, I just hate this weather. It's pouring down rain all the time.
A shout out or a shit out?
Shout out or shit out. So think about that. I'll do mine.
Yeah.
You don't have to do both. You just choose one. I'd like to shout out whoever created D&D and AI NSFW, because what that means to me is it creates I've got the wild thought of I'm going to paint, and then I start painting and it's terrible. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to write, and I want to, and my writing is, I'm spelling then as thans and theirs as theirs, but with an I, and so it just doesn't come out the way I want it to. So my creative brain is always moving. But when it comes to D&D that I've played once, but I was able in that moment to steal a guy's ring and shove it up my own butt, as well as the AI NSFW bot that tries to let me know that I have to give consent all the time, no matter what I'm doing. Make sure you're pouring the glass of hot coffee. Make sure that you got consent for that. Okay. That's taught me. That's a life lesson. I just want to say shout out to that person for creating that. Or those people, those religious therapists and counselors out there that made that. Who would like to go next for their shout outs?
I'm going to go for a shit out.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have WD-40 for that creaky chair of yours?
Time out.
Okay.
The reason I sat here is because I had Melissa Franz, and it sounded like we were recording on a Motel 6 bed, right. Where it was just, and so I was like, I'm going to sit here. That's why I stole it, so I wouldn't make a bunch of noise.
Oh my gosh.
Did I make a ton of noise? I looked earlier for WD-40. I couldn't find any. This came up a week ago. And Jamie was listening to the episode. She's like, I can't stand that creaky chair. So that's so funny that you bring that up because I was trying not to have that happen, and it happened. That's so funny.
And it's so funny. You're the master of this whole ship. You could be really sitting calmly and
I'm moving around.
You just get right into it. Just
which I've read a whole book on that magazine. Actually, I got it at the grocery store, but it's like a book. It has pages, but it's not. You already know all this. I'm preaching to the choir but it's not hyperactive. I thought it was both. It's changed. It's now attention deficit / hyperactive disorder, and women that have it, they tend to float away in their thoughts because they were told as kids, girls sit still, and then guys can run around. So they learned to sit still, but then they're not. They're still out there running around in their head. And I learned that. So that's something that I've learned on. So shout out to that magazine that I got. So shit out to this chair and the creakiness of it.
Yeah.
I think you stole Dave's too, because I think Dave was like, thank you.
He like went, bang, dang it.
I kept trying to sit perfectly still because I thought it was my chair. But then I would still hear it. I was like, okay, well, I guess it's not me.
Man, that's so funny. I will buy Patreons. Sorry that I haven't been a good steward with the money that you've provided for me. I will get a WD-40. Dave?
I'll give a shout out to consent. I think that's it. And also, doing things poorly. Shout out to doing things poorly. Just do it.
Just
do it. You might get better, and if not, have fun with it.
Is that
the key to life?
I'm telling you, what you need to do right now is capitalize on that. That should be your TikTok channel, is doing things poorly, and every 30-second clip, it's you trying something, and it's just terrible. It turns out
so the opposite of Dad, how do I?
Dad, how do I?
Yeah, it's just
doing things poorly. With doing things poorly with David Loibl, and you'd have the perfect narrative voice. Yeah,
just so soothing, putting people to sleep.
So here you can see that I've decided to.
That sounds so confident.
To rewire my old record player. It was shorting out, and
you see the red wire
now it's
here.
shocking me.
And so at the end of it, you're just spinning it on your own and generating the speed. Dude, will you do that, please?
I would watch that one for sure.
Do that. Doing things poorly. And then your voice.
And like WD-ing your chair.
Recording a podcast, an audio one,
right?
Where people listen and you just
with
hear creaky chair in the background. Dude,
at least you're doing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Doing it poorly.
Just do it poorly.
Doing it poorly.
Just change yours.
Dave is really good with underhanded compliments. I don't...
That's very good.
Does he get you every once in a while like, hey, you know what? This macaroni and cheese
funny.
Really good.
He doesn't do it to me, but he's good at those.
You don't know that he's doing it too.
I think, I just take it as a compliment.
Yeah. You're like,
thank you.
He loves me. You're chewing really good. Has anyone told you how good of a chewer you are? Barely making any noise at all. You're like, I'm a quiet chewer. Has that happened? Jaclyn's face is like, he has been complimenting my chewing.
How do I yes add to this?
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for being on. Do you have an outro, Dave?
I don't.
Can you freaking do...
Just creak your way out.
There you go.
It's like an old lady just on the front porch.
On the front porch. The Motel
whittling.
6 bed. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Check out. Do you guys want to? You guys plug anything?
My blog. Or
oh yeah. Plug your blog.
Going on 40 Going.
Okay.
On 40.com.
40.com.
Yep, that's it.
Do you daily blog? Daily.
So if you need company, if you need just somewhere to go for the day, because.
I do enjoy it. I don't do it I don't read it every day
because you have a full life. Maybe some.
But
people
I do like to read it, and then I'll read a few, and then and people will comment. Any shout outs to any people that I've noticed Fletcher Nelson. I've noticed a few other comment on it. Has anyone else that you can?
I've got people. I mean, some of them. Oh, I've just my chair's.
Oh, nice
crazy.
chair over there.
Sorry about that. I'm pleased with the people who are.
Part of
paying attention and being a part of it and supporting me. Yeah, Fletcher Nelson for sure.
Yeah. But got a Patreon?
No.
We should get one for you.
Someday.
I do like, and then Dave's new one of doingthingspoorly.com. A daily blog. I
do too.
And then you're doing it so poorly, your blog is a vlog, and your vlog is a blog.
And I won't commit to daily. But I'll do it.
Poorly.
All right, we're going to end on that joke. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week and take care. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome to the greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Full